Okay, everybody, we are back. I am back from vacation. This is the latest episode of Art of Attraction on Crash with Dash. Did our wrestling show yesterday. Been playing some TFT for those that want to see me do some TFT, Team Fight Tactics, trying to level up. But anyway, let's stick to this Art of Attraction. So I'm back. I had a hiatus. I was on vacation. And I am ready to kick it off with a very, 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 important topic that we really need to discuss. I need to make sure that everybody understands this, and I need to make sure that everybody understands why we're going to talk about this. Okay, this is very important. And the issue is simple. That right there. So, you may sit there and wonder, why does he have this word written there, and why is this show called Know the Devil's Word? Okay, so we're going to discuss exactly why this is called Know the Devil's Word. The reason why I've decided to call this episode Know the Devil's Word, because in the world of dating, this word seems to be the scariest word of every single word that I can possibly imagine. Like, for whatever reason, people are very afraid to hear or use this word. Okay, and this word is very, very, very important in the dating world, but for whatever reason, we're afraid to hear it or we're afraid to say it. And I'm here to tell us that we need to get over the fear of the word no, and that we need to start using the word no and accepting the word no. Okay, this will make our dating life that much better. This will make everything in your life and your dating life that much better. And so this is why I encourage you to not look at this word in that light. For example, let's go about the hearing. Okay, so in the dating world, when you approach a girl, and remember, this goes vice versa if you're a female and you're approaching a guy, for those that choose to do that, and you're approaching someone, and they are, you look at them, you're like, yeah, I would like to try to see what's going on with this person. They seem cute, they're attractive, they something is attracting you to this person. There is something that is attracting you to this person, and you're deciding that I'm going to take my shot. Okay? Well, there's a lot of us that believe that we're going to approach the person, but then the word no prevents us from even making the attempt. We're so afraid of that person telling us no, or I'm not interested, or something like that, to the point to where we literally will sabotage ourselves. Because if you don't even take a shot, how do you even know if it could be? There's some people who say things like, oh, she's out of my league, he's out of my league. And I was telling somebody the other day on a forum that nobody's out of your league if you're doing the right thing and taking care of yourself and betting yourself, because there's a lot of beautiful people that are really, really screwed up. And as long as you put all your eggs in the physical side, you will have that belief. But if you don't, and you understand that there's much more to a relationship than physical, if you understand that there's much more than a physical attraction that is necessary, then the word no means nothing to you. I'm just going to turn down the volume. The word no means nothing to you. Okay? And all it's saying is either not right now or we're not compatible in my eyes. And that's fine either way. You can't sit there and say, I love this person. If they tell me no, I'll be shattered, when you know nothing of them. If you work with them, you still know nothing of them. You don't know the real person until you start living with that person. That's when you discover who that person really is. So by you literally thinking that you can predict that this person is the perfect person for you, and you have not lived with that person, well, you're just flat out wrong. There is no such thing as love at first sight. If you start believing such things as love at first sight, there's lust at first sight, and sometimes lust turns into love, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. So that's just one of those fairy tale things, or guys say it, when they're on TV to make, the woman happy, or to make the audience go, "Aw." But there's way more situations where the quote-unquote love at first sight did not pan out to be correct. Because I'm pretty sure those people have dated before who said this was love at first sight, and they thought that the person they were with was going to be the love of their life. So, that's what I mean by that. So, when you think about it, if you're trying to talk to somebody and you're more worried about rejection, well, then you're actually taking yourself out of the equation completely. So, you're so afraid of that person telling you no that you would literally eliminate yourself from the field of play just to save the quote-unquote pain you'll get if you hear the word no. Because you've already invested so much into this person that you know nothing about, that if this person tells you no, it'll break your heart. That is literally some of the worst thinking you do in the dating world. It is that bad to think that way in the dating world. It's absurd. And you don't want to have absurd thinking in the world of dating. You always want to be on top of your mind game when you're out there in the dating world. So, when a person does reject you, as I said, they're saving you time. You have now understood that either at this moment or forever, that this will not be between you and this person. Thus, it allows you to move on. It gives you the closure that you need. Okay? And the more you get used to hearing no, the easier it gets. And I can tell you this, everybody who dates a lot, when you're like, man, that person always has a girl. Like, how is it? Like, they just broke up and now, like, it's a month later and he's got a new girl. Like, how is it? That person has been rejected way more than they've been accepted. It's the difference between you and them is that they don't put power into the word no. They've already become so used to it that it's like when they're immune to the word. They've developed an immunity to it, right? It's like an acquired taste to the word no. Or the noise that when you can hear electric current, but when you've been around it so long, your brain just ignores it and you really can't hear it unless you concentrate. That's how the word no is to them. So if they heard the word no that much to where it literally just doesn't bother them, you need to get to that point to where the word no doesn't bother you. And as I said, it'll save you so much time. It makes everything easier. You lose the fear of rejection, and everything's good. So, that's why this word no and the power of this word no are very important as far as hearing it. Now, saying it, I'm going to give you a different example for saying the word no. I've worked with many people who have this problem when they first start dating somebody. When you first start dating somebody, you're so much in this quote-unquote honeymoon phase that you literally are willing to do things that you normally wouldn't do. What do I mean by that? You will run around and I don't know, if the person here is sorry, I'm putting you on blast, but this is to help people, and hopefully, I know you've grown past this, so it shouldn't bother you anyway. For example, my girlfriend is going for a pedicure. She asked me to go with her. I've got nothing else to do, so I'm just going to go. That's something somebody in the early honeymoon phases of a relationship would say. But you have to ask yourself, why are you going with your girlfriend to get a pedicure? Like, there's nothing for you to do there. I mean, they're getting a pedicure. They're relaxing. Sometimes they have a hot towel around their head, and you're just sitting there. And I can understand that you say, "Oh, well, I have nothing else to do," so blah blah blah. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes you just have to use the word no. You have got to get the person that you're dating to used to hearing your lips utter that word, no. Do you want to go with me to get a pedicure? Not really. But we could spend some time together. Yeah, well, why don't you go get the pedicure and we'll spend time after you get the pedicure? There's nothing wrong with saying that. Absolutely nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, I encourage you early on in the relationship to use the word no. Not necessarily all the time, but enough times to let this person know that you are not going to comply with everything that they ask. This goes for men and women alike. Hey, I'm going to go to Fred's house to go play some video games. You want to come with me? I told him you're really cool and everything. Well, and I'm not saying girls can't play video games, just creating an example. No, I don't really want to go to Fred's house with you to play video games. So you go, I'll chill. When you're done, hit me up. So there goes an example from a female perspective, and I'm not trying, just roll with it, So this word is very important, and especially in the early dating phase, because you're so in the honeymoon stage and you seem like you can't get enough of this person, and all I want to do is be around this person, and all I do is think about this person and things like that. But you cannot go out into the world that way with that mindset, especially early in the dating phase. You have to tell yourself, I must create limits, I must create boundaries day one. And the way to do that is to simply use the word no. I'm going out with Patty and Susie. We're going to go have sushi. Do you want to come? Not really. And just saying, there's something else I got to take care of. You go do that. You go have fun with your friends. And then, after that, we can meet up. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is he saying to do that? You kind of sound like you're being a jerk. You kind of sound like you're being an asshole. But no, I'm not. This is actually used to future-proof your relationship, to get rid of problems that will arise in the future if you do not use the word no. Okay? That's what this is all about. I'm all about trying to get you guys to future-proof your relationship so that this problem does not arise in the future. And this is the problem I'm going to mention. When you start dating somebody and the honeymoon phase ends, you hit this point where you realize that I really don't want to go with her to get a pedicure anymore. I really don't want to go with him to Fred's house to play video games. I don't want to really do those things. I don't even know why I did it in the past. I mean, I guess I know why, because I was in the honeymoon phase. But the problem is that you have set the standard of you being a yes man or a yes woman. You have created that standard of yourself in this relationship. So that person knows you as a yes man. And now, all of a sudden, you're going to try to use the word no? Like, that's not going to work. You cannot do that. That is unfair to the person you were dating, because that is who you set yourself up to be. And now you're completely changing the script of the relationship. You're completely changing the dynamic of the relationship, and that person was used to the precedent that you set. And because you made the choice to set that precedent, it is your fault if that person is upset with you. If they're upset with you and you're like, well, I did it because of this, it didn't matter. You set the precedent that you are a yes person. They started to, I guess, like you more, quote unquote fall in love with you more, everything based off of the precedent that you set. And now you're changing the game completely. And I've seen this happen so many times where a couple of my friends refuse to use the word no early in their relationship. And then when they finally, months later, honeymoon phase is over, decide to use the word no, they get a reaction that they're not ready for. They get a reaction that they don't want to hear. Because the other person's upset, the other person doesn't understand, blah, 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 blah. Complications in the relationship emerge just from them saying no. And they're like, I'm just not going with you to get a pedicure, and you're upset about this? Yes, they're upset about this. Because you have set the precedent that you are a yes man or a yes woman, and now you're breaking that. And I've told both of them, it is your fault. Because I was telling you early in the relationship to explain things to them, to tell them this is not what I do. I don't mind if you do it, but this is not something I do. And so because of that, I'm always siding, in this case, I'm always siding with the female. And I explain it to them. And they understand it. Now, sometimes it is salvageable once you're ready to start using the word no, but other times it's not. I've even like a couple of the guys like wanted to end things, and one of the guys did break up with a girl out of the few friends that I've known who've been through the situation. They ended up breaking up because he felt she was too clingy and all of these things, but he set the precedent that he's always going to be there, available to her, to do anything she asked for. And in my eyes, it's not fair to her, because he was not being himself early in the relationship. He was being what she wanted him to be, or he felt that she wanted him to be, and then he completely flips the script, and he's questioning, why is she acting this way? No. Why are you acting this way? You were afraid to use the word no. This is your fault. So, in conclusion, I just want you guys to understand that that word on the screen is not the devil's word. Or if you're not religious, whatever. I just did it because it just seems like it's sacrilege to use the word no in the dating world. So, it doesn't matter what your religion, if you're not religious, whatever. You guys understand. It's just, I guess, a figure of speech in this case. But it's not a bad word. Get used to hearing it. Get used to saying it. And I guarantee your dating life will improve drastically. This is your boy J Dash. This is Crash with Dash. Sorry, Art of Attraction. I'm Crash with Dash. I'll see you guys next time. Keep going out there. Be safe. Have a good time. Work on the positive confidence. Overcome your fears. Accomplish your goals. Peace.